Good evening, I'm Mitzi Borromeo, and this is News Cafe. In 1 week, the Philippines will receive its fourth papal visit when Pope Francis arrives on January 15th. You may have seen our papal stories here on 9TV throughout our 40-day countdown in preparation for the much-anticipated event. But we thought we'd get to know the man who has taken the world by storm a little better through his culture, his countrymen. And tonight, we're joined by Argentinians Norma Nolly, Director General of Nuestros Robles, importer of wine and olive oil from Mendoza, Argentina, and Chef Juan Barcos of La Cabrera, Argentinian Steakhouse. Buenas noches. Welcome to News Cafe.
Buenas noches. Gracias.
Thank you for being here. Now, let's talk first about how long you've been in the Philippines. I know, Juan, you've just arrived, no?
Yeah,
you've just been here
just
very
10 days
quickly.
ago, 2 weeks, 10 days ago.
And you will be staying for a year.
Yeah, at least for a year.
At least for now.
Yeah.
And Norma, you've been here for how many years now?
The first trip is around 7 years ago with my family, and living already is 2.5 years.
Okay. Now let's go
Working and
back to
living.
your lives in Argentina. What was it like for you? What is the culture like? What was it like growing up? Norma, let's start with you. Your family.
Family, what I like is, normally is, the father is the most important thing in our house. Mommy, we don't have a lot of brothers, but minimum 3 or 4 children. Very, very nice, very happy.
Close, no?
Very close family, very nice, a lot of friends. Normally, very similar to Philippines because we have the Spanish culture, Mexican, Italian, Spanish. It's a mix now.
Mix, yes, that's right. Juan, for you?
Well,
big family?
Yes, it's not a really big family. I mean, both my mother and my father, they came from small town close to Buenos Aires. And it's me, my sister, and my brother. We are 3. And yeah, we were all born in Buenos Aires, all of us. Yeah, in a very, very close family. As she was saying, it's very important for us, the family.
Yeah.
My mother and father are the most important things, also grandparents.
Yes.
So this is why.
Respeto por los adultos, por los abuelos.
Yes, the respect for
Abuelo,
adults, yes.
Yeah. And your grandmother was Italian, so a lot of
Yes.
immigrants also in Argentina,
Sí, sí.
you know?
Yes, basically
Sí.
Italian and Spanish.
Yeah. So what is the community like? I mean, of course, you were in the big city. Can you see similarities when you look now being in the Philippines? Do you see similarities between Argentina, other things in terms of the society, economy, culture, other cultural aspects?
With the Philippines?
Yes, with the Philippines.
Yes, I think so. There are many like
We have the Latino culture, of course.
exactly,
It's the
yeah,
Latino
social
culture here.
similarities.
Yeah.
See, the happiness, no? And then the funny thing is about all people with a small thing, they are very happy. Minimum thing is very happy. You don't need to have everything. You are worried more about your education, the value of the family, the respect of what your father, your mother giving to you, and to teaching your children to take care what they have for long future. No, we always are thinking in long time for long view for us. Huh?
Yes.
That is especially what I have only one daughter, Victoria, and it's sad because for me I like to have many children, but I have only one. But very happy because to have one is a lot of equal job, a lot of responsibility,
Yeah.
and very good to care.
Yeah.
No?
But like the Philippines, I think in Argentina, extended family is also very common. Your relatives or even with friends, they become
Yeah,
like
every
family.
Sunday minimum you need to go to see your father if you are married, because if you don't go, your daddy will be unhappy with you. Especially Christmas time is so important.
Yes.
The last Christmas we was all together, supposed to be. Well, I have the opportunity to be alone now in Philippines with my daughter, but my husband is in Argentina with my dad and my mom working in the farm.
Yes.
And then we was alone, but okay here in Manila.
Yeah. Well, tell us about the farm. Both of you also have farms. So you have this is where you source your olives. You have a farm in Mendoza.
Yeah, Olivares Mendocinos is the olive oil coming from Mendoza City. And Mendoza is very beautiful for, the weather in Mendoza is very special for the wine, olive oil, meat, the vendimia. The vendimia in Argentina is so important in March. Normally people they around the world to Mendoza the first week because it's the season for harvesting the grapes. And the vendimia is so beautiful. It's very important party for us in Argentina. But Mendoza City is beautiful March
Yeah.
for the vendimia.
Yeah. And Juan, you also you grew up having heard this. You raised cattle. That's one of the
Yeah,
things
I've been working in farms since I was a small kid because, well, my father is a veterinarian. He always worked at farms, specialized in genetics. So around 10 years ago, we started together a small family business. So we are breeding cattle in small farm in Argentina.
Yeah.
So this is why I've been in contact with farms all my life.
And also for the cooking, you got into that because of your Italian grandmother.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you really come to love cooking? Was it just watching her in the kitchen?
Yeah, just watching and just being really, really curious and just staring at her all the time, preparing gnocchi basically every weekend.
So you think, I mean, even in Argentina, for us, food really brings people together. Did you feel that growing up?
Absolutely.
This is our Italian thing.
It's the most important. The most important is all the family on the table, and whatever you have, you can share. But what mommy is cooking is the most important, and teachers are learning, and then that is very nice. Similar here for that reason. I'm very happy here for that.
What about religion? Do you remember? Religion is also very big in Argentina. Do you remember? Did you grow up in a Roman Catholic background tradition?
Yeah, Catholic. Well, near our farm in Mendoza is San Roque. San Roque is a small town in Mendoza City, and our farm have the students of the University San Roque, because San Roque teaching. There's a small school where you go for the primary, secondary, university, and this school helping children to number one is to learn the value of the soil in Mendoza. Well, Catholic, but what happened there? You are very connected with the Vaticano because this school, everything what you learn. Especially, you learn Italian, Spanish, English, a little, from the Vaticano.
Yeah.
They are helping the school.
Yeah, okay. Juan, I know you were also born into a Catholic.
Yes, I was born in a Catholic family. I've been baptized as Catholic when I was a small kid. But the one who also used to transmit me most the message from church basically was also my grandmother.
Yeah. And from her, you heard a lot about a certain father, Jorge Mario Bergoglio.
That was the first time I heard about him was from her.
Yeah. Now, we'd like to just let you listen in on something Argentinian priest, Father Luciano Felloni. He has been in the Philippines for 16 years, so he has this to share about the common things about Argentina and the Philippines. So let's listen to this.
Okay.
The value of family is very strong. But one thing that I think is very, very common between Argentina and the Philippines is the situation of migration, yung mga OFWs. No? Dito, maraming millions of Filipino na dala ng poverty, kailangan mag-ibang bansa. Kami naman, puro mga anak ng immigrants. Siya, tatay niya ay Italian. Tumakas ng Italy, dala ng poverty at gera. At dahil sa situation na yan, nakatakas siya, nakapunta sa Argentina. Lolo at lola ko, in both sides, father and mother, Italians din. Dahil sa poverty, nakatakas, nakapunta sa Argentina. So when you see a person na napilitang mga ibang bansa dala ng poverty, ang agad-agad naalala ko, mga lolo at lola ko. Ang agad-agad, I'm sure, naalala niya yung tatay niya, yung nanay niya. Human trafficking, that's another issue, dala ng poverty. So again, sabi ni Cardinal Tagle sa Synod, yung mga Filipino families, dahil sa poverty, humihiwalay. Dahil sa pagmamahal, humihiwalay. Kasi nga, kailangan mag-ibang bansa, tapos minsan malas, mapunta ka sa tao na nag-aabuso sa'yo. So naging almost parang aliping na. That situation of human trafficking and slavery ay malakas din sa Argentina. So again, that's another issue na tingin ko ay makaka-relay yung Santo Papa sa ating at tayo naman sa kanya dahil sa background.
All right, so Father Luciano is talking about poverty and how it makes people tend to leave the country for work, and also the problem of human trafficking. What did you, from your own experiences, do you see this? Of course, you mentioned your background, having immigrant grandparents.
Yes. Well, immigration is really have been really important in Argentina, maybe at the same time that here, because Spanish were here at the same time that were in the Argentina at the same time that in the Philippines. So we are a country built by the immigration.
So Norma, we'll take a quick break. I'll talk to you more about that.
Yes.
Thank you,
Very
thank
great.
you.
Now,
Thank
when
you
we
so
come back,
much.
I will ask Norma and Juan about their memories of Father Jorge Mario Bergoglio, who eventually became Pope Francis. Welcome back to News Cafe. We're talking to Norma Nolly and Chef Juan Barcos to help us get to know their fellow Argentinian better, Pope Francis. Now, before I ask you about what you knew of Father Jorge back in the day, let's listen to Father Luciano again about his own memories of Father Jorge.
Si Father Jorge, yung napasukan kong seminaryo ay katapat ng bahay ng mga Jesuits at kung saan siya ay teacher that time, hindi pa obispo. So ang unang pakakilala ko ay nagbigay siya ng recollection sa amin mga seminarista. Tapos sa tuwing naghahanap kami ng confessor, isa siya sa mga regular na bumababa at available for confession. So yun, naging kapitbahay, kaya nasabayan ko siya sa bus many times o sa tren dahil wala siyang sasakyan. So nagko-commute siya. So yun ang pakakilala ko sa kanya. Huling time nakita ko siya nung nasa Argentina pa ako, bagong ordained bishop, auxiliary bishop of Buenos Aires.
What was he like? Anong naaalala niyo tungkol sa kanya?
Simplicity, napaka-humble and simple. No? Simpleng-simpleng tao. Simple sa speech, pag nagsasalita siya, pag nagho-homily siya, pag nagbibigay ng recollection, napaka-simple pero malalim. Kumbaga, hindi porke philosopher siya, dalubhasa siya ng philosophy at literature. So inaasahan mo very intellectual at very parang highfalutin dahil sa pagiging, hindi siya ganon. Simpleng-simpleng pananalita niya, bagamat malalim ang sinasabi. Tapos simple sa style, madaling lapitan, walang secretary, walang nothing special sa kanyang yung suot niya ay laging nakaitim noon, na yung pampare na habit na simple lang.
Basically, Father was saying very simple, approachable. Is this what you know of him? I mean, he was a big figure in Argentina.
He's a very, very simple person, very honest person.
Yeah, he's basically known for this.
Yeah,
like,
that is no.
I remember my grandmother telling me stories about Padre Jorge, about him being really close to people. Sorry, like taking subway for going to work and cooking his own food and visiting poor neighborhoods in the morning every day.
Yeah.
This is why I think he has this kind of a really good approach with the people.
Yeah. Do you remember this if you went to church or your family went to church, were many priests in Argentina like this, or was he really always very different? Do you think he was one who stood out from the rest?
What I was reading about, because I know after all I'm start to read about more him, because I think it's so we are so proud, so beautiful to have Francisco Igualdad for us, no? Is what he said, what they said is he's always was the same, and he's always he was a very different between all the people, because what he do is a lot for poverty.
Yes.
He like to give in everything.
Yes.
He like to teaching the people. He like the authority respect the poverty. He like we giving more for them, but we teaching the people to do something more. No?
He really
He like
takes
to
action.
improve.
Yeah.
He like to improve. He give a lot of love. He write a lot of book until today, and then he's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think that maybe after it's since Father Jorge that maybe Argentinian priests started to
To know
approach
them.
to people this kind of way.
Yeah.
I think, and this is also what's happening with the church maybe all around the world now, because he still has this same image, so it's positive.
He is very open. It seems he's open and open to dialogue.
Young spirit.
And he's open for all the different religions. No, he said, my door is open. They can come to me, no problem. What religion you are or what country you are. He's always attending different authority, no problem what country. He no have difference for anybody. What you are. He's very simple.
No judgments, basically.
No judgment, no.
Now, it seemed he was also very vocal on certain issues. In fact, there were some issues that the church normally does not talk about that he even brought up. For example, he was known to clash with the Argentinian government on topics like same-sex marriage. Do you remember hearing about this?
Yes, of course. It was very, I remember when everybody started talking about this, because actually, what I remember is that he didn't especially he didn't talk about same-sex marriage. But what he said, I think, almost exactly is that, I mean, who am I to judge a gay person who wants to approach to God? So I think this sentence, it's the correct explanation of his relationship with people and his message that is about tolerance.
Yes. And now the theme of his visit is mercy and compassion.
Exactly.
So this is it, really compassion, love for
Exactly.
everyone. Now again, let's listen to Father Luciano, because he talks about how the teachings of Father Jorge really were grounded in this, basically, this dialogue with the poor. So let's listen to this once again.
During the time of liberation theology in Latin America, malakas ang liberation theology na ginagamit yung Marxism, yung pananaw ni Marx para ma-interpret yung reality. So sila sa Argentina, si Father Scanoni at Father Bergoglio, ay nagsimula isang theology na tawag nila Theology of the People. Yung layunin, ang liberation ng mga tao na oppressed. Pero yung sistema ng gagamitin na yung ebanghelyo, hindi yung pananaw ni Marx. Kaya very important sa kanila yung religyosidad ng tao. Yung mga tao, kung paano sila nakikipag-relay sa Panginoon. Ang sabi niya, imbes na laging kailangan turuan, kasi yung sabi ng liberation theology, kailangan purify yung religiosity, kailangan turuan ang religiosity. Ang sinasabi niya, bago turuan, kailangan matuto tayo mula sa tao. Kasi yung mga karaniwan lola, mas matibay ang pananampalataya kaysa aming mga pare. Kaya imbes na lagi tayo ay turo ng turo, why not to listen and to learn from the people, no? Kaya yun, isa siya sa mga nagmuno doon sa Theology of the People.
So basically, dinala niya yon ngayon to his papacy.
Yes, yung mga main themes ng papacy niya, yun na yun. Going to the peripheries, being open as a first stage for the church, open-minded, open heart, open doors, but hindi sapat maging open, kundi kailangan lumabas. Sabi niya, hindi yung simbahan sa loob na naghihintay ng taong pumapasok, kundi buksan ang pintuan, pero para makalabas ang simbahan. Ang simbahan ay dapat nasa kalye, ang simbahan ay dapat babad sa tao, ang simbahan ay dapat nag-uusap ang lengguwahe na naintindihan ng tao. So basically, all this ay the points of theology of the people.
Theology of the people. So basically, he was just reiterating what you both said. He's open, really welcome people.
Exactly.
Do you agree?
Of course. I think it's, as I was saying before, this is the message that Pope Francis, since he was Father Jorge Bergoglio, have been spreading at the beginning in Argentina and now in the world.
Yes.
It has always been like this, like you can see him now.
Yes. Because he is the first non-European Pope, and I think it's very different, this Latino culture, coming from a third world country, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's bringing something that this mercy and compassion is something he has always done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's different. It's, I think this is the Latin and young spirit that he has is more close to people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more approachable. And Norma, you had a story that you were telling me before, something, what you had read about him. I mean, that he really was this genuine man.
Yes,
Genuine,
and
authentic.
the other day I was reading, oh, supposed to be he like to be retired now with 75 years old, and he was so happy because he have already, they said they have already the area where he will be going to live. He know what will be his room, and then he like to be retired and give the rest of his life to God, no? And then start again. He's a Pope. It's so blessed, you know. He said, well, I need to continue working for my people. I'm working for the poor people. This is my life. I'm going to give my life to the people, to this world. That is so beautiful. And now is what happened, no?
Yes, right.
He continued until now.
Yes. Okay, now we'll take another quick break. When we come back, I will ask our guests how they felt when they found out an Argentinian was elected to the papacy.
Well, he was controversial in Argentina. Para sa akin, ang pinaka-imahen para maintindihan ng Pinoy ay parang cardinal sin. Pag nagsasalita, prangka. So, of course, may magmamahal sa kanya at may magpopood sa kanya kasi masyadong prangka. So, he was very straightforward sa kanyang pananalita. But then, very open-minded sa pagtanggap sa tao. Kung kaya, halimbawa, Argentina isa sa mga unang bansa na karoon ng same-sex union at tumutol siya. Pero ang dami siyang gay couples na friends. So he was very friendly and open sa tao. So firm sa doktrina but bukas sa pagtanggap sa tao. Yun ang definition niya. Baga, kaya napaka-open sa dialogue. Kaya yung mga kaibigan niya, yung Jewish pastor, yung Muslim imam, yung mga gay leaders, yung mga divorced people, yung mga born again. Kumbaga, very open siya sa lahat ng klaseng tao.
Welcome back to News Cafe. We have Chef Juan Barcos and Norma Nolly at the table tonight. Now, how did you both feel when you heard the news that a certain Argentinian was elected as the Pope? What were you doing at that time?
Well, for example, me, it was funny because I was with a friend of mine who is a priest. So we were watching the news, right? Just expecting for Pope Francis to be elected, right? So when they gave his name, well, we both were really happy, especially him, right? So,
and what was your friend telling you? Did he somehow feel, yes, we will?
Yes, he was. He always liked Jorge Bergoglio. So he was really happy. And the funny thing is that he said that, well, okay, there's a football World Cup coming. Now you have Messi, Maradona, and you also have the Pope. So
good pop icons, all three.
It was always related to football in Argentina.
Yeah,
so this is why this priest also said this joke to me.
But Norma, what were you doing?
We was, that is a long night, no, practically, because it's different time in Argentina. And then all the family was there, but we cannot to believe. But my father was the only person thinking, hey, maybe one day, because my dad is 82 years old, maybe, now is the time, now is the time. And then when we listened the name, and we said, are you sure? Listen again. It's us, it's Argentinian Pope. Yeah. Everybody screaming, so happy, equal. Very happy. I think so the last time I was very happy, something similar, because I have the children of my sister, many people in the house, people is running, going to the streets, everybody happy. Was the same time when Argentina went in the year 78, when we won the
World Cup?
Yeah, with Maradona, no? And that time, everybody screaming so much in the table, people are good. And now with the Pope,
Same
fiesta,
feeling,
una fiesta, so unique, so unique.
That's something. We would do the same probably. It's
Yeah,
that's
so
how it's
beautiful.
something to celebrate.
Even if you're not Catholic, I mean, it's important.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. It makes you proud. And,
Exactly.
and let's listen in again to Father Luciano. Basically what he says, he talks about the good qualities that really made him capable of being
Yes.
Pope.
Okay.
So let's listen again to Father Luciano.
Masayang-masaya ako. Not so much because he's Argentinian, of course, proud, but not so much about that. Kundi dahil kilala kong personally ang tao, parang natuwa ko na he's the right person. Kumbaga, lagi kong sinasabi, parang si Cardinal Tagle. Kung sasabihin nila si Tagle, talagang tatalong ka, hindi lang dahil Pinoy, kundi dahil kung sino siya. Kasi hindi sa lahat ng Pinoy ay tatalong ka ng tuwa. Di ba? So, ganon din sa Argentina. May ibang obispong Argentinian na kung sila ang lalabas, hindi ako tatalong ng tuwa. Baka iiyak pa. Pero siya, sa lahat ng obispo ng Argentina, he was a very special man.
A very special man, and that's what I think people really like about him. What do you think really makes him so popular? Do you have any thoughts? Or why do you think people are drawn to him, even non-Catholics? Juan?
I think basically that Pope Francis' message is goes together with the world message now. What he goes together with about what's going on now in the world. That it's about include instead of separate. This is why I think that he's really popular, and his message is not only for Catholics. It is beyond religion. It's for humanity.
Everyone can relate.
It's for human race.
Yes,
Exactly. So
yes.
this is why even non-Catholics feel really identified, with Pope Francis. This is why.
Yeah. Norma, what do you think?
The same opinion of him. What I think is what he's so honest. He has so much honesty, no? And he's so transparent. He's an angel, and that is he don't have any different for anybody. And what he likes is people respect themselves more.
Yeah.
You need to respect more and give him more. And the number one is love everything. What are you doing in your life? If you don't love what are you doing and you don't respect to the other people, you don't have any success. And that is what he's teaching.
Yeah.
Love, giving love, respect yourself, and giving. No problem what you give what you have in your heart.
Yes.
Yeah,
they call him the rock star Pope. He draws more fans, crowds than other big bands.
I think so.
So this is why, I mean, this is really something different. Even the youth are drawn to him. Everyone seems to be watching him, especially now that he's coming to the Philippines.
Yes.
So
all the
proud.
pictures of him with children, with the sick. Do you have any particular moments that really struck you? For example, watching on the news.
Watching him on the news?
Yes, things that you have really liked about him, maybe. Or any stories you may have read that have become so memorable for you.
Basically my stories from, as I told you, from my grandmother. Like, even if you're not really close to religion, for example, I've been baptized, but I've never been really practicing religion for many years. But since I know how Father Jorge Bergoglio have been working with poor people and poor neighborhoods in Buenos Aires, it's different kind.
So it's helping you kind of bring back your faith, renew your faith.
Yeah, basically my faith in humanity, because at the end, when everything is, you see that things are kind of unfair. Basically, the first thing you lose is faith in humanity. So this is my faith in the human race is back again.
That's true. I think, yes, Norma.
Yeah,
I'm going to say.
Look, maybe a little thinking about in the past. I remember talking about what happened before, no? And, when John Paul II was dead, we live in Chile, and then that time, for example, when he was dead, I feel so sad for how many years we know. It's equally you feeling so alone. You don't have the Pope anymore, and now to have Francisco again, Jorge Bergoglio, was so beautiful because I'm not feeling more alone. I think so. The people not feeling more alone. We were suffering so much.
Yeah.
Suffering so much what happened with John Paul II. Everybody loved him so much, and we need that love again in our world. And I think so. But he's doing that now. No, Francisco is doing that, giving the love. The people not feeling alone. We had a Catholic Church again.
Yeah.
You know, and then
it's not even to the Philippines. It's very you feel like somebody.
Yeah, you have him, and then he protecting you. We are not alone. I'm feeling so sad before when John Paul was dead. I was so scared, and I said, why so nice now?
No one else
now what
like
happened?
him.
Nobody. I know I will be old, and I don't have the opportunity to have anybody equal him. But it's a blessing now to what's going on.
Yeah.
And then I'm very happy to.
Yeah, well, I wanted to ask you actually to compare
very anxious.
him. Excited, anxious, yes. Because the Pope, before him, we had, of course, the Ratzinger.
Yeah.
Who many people, he was Pope Benedict, they were comparing him. They're very different. He was more the academic, not as approachable. Do you remember? I mean, when you compare the different popes, do you see a very big difference? Juan?
I think that you cannot never compare any person
Each one have his own
from
style.
Europe or from Latin America. It's just from this big important
different
difference.
culture,
Yeah,
totally
I mean,
different.
we are also our way of thinking. It's also because the place that we were born.
True.
So I think
Context.
you can never, the context. You can never compare. I mean, they can be similar in their, I don't know, the way that they do their work or how they approach to people or whatever.
Of course, they have the same job. They have to do.
The context is completely different.
That's a good point.
It's completely different.
Yeah, because many people tend to do that. They cannot help but compare. Even with presidents, you compare the previous one. So he always gets compared to Pope Benedict, and they always see him as more approachable.
Of course, it's comparable because both. Both of them they were popes. They are, and Pope Francis is the Pope right now. But since they are from different places, it's very difficult to compare. This is what I think.
Yeah. All right, we'll take another quick break.
Okay.
News Cafe will be right back. Stay with us. This is News Cafe, and I'm joined by Chef Juan Barcos and Norma Nolly, and we'll now talk about the impact of Pope Francis on their lives. Now, Juan, you just mentioned how it's helping to deepen your faith, but when you see Pope Francis, one, okay, you see him as an Argentinian, it's making you proud. Yes. When you see his example of compassion, do you feel like it's helping you in some way, influencing you and making an impact on your life or your family's life?
Of course. I think
Yes, of course.
Tolerance, for example, it's teaching me tolerance. It's teaching the world tolerance, I think.
Yeah.
In my case, that would be what the Pope's messages is teaching me right now. That I think it all around the world. I haven't been, for example, in Buenos Aires, those last years haven't been really. How should I say, like tolerant with my coworkers
Work,
or
it can be
stressful, exactly.
Yeah.
So now we're trying to
reminds you, especially
settle.
this time of the New Year, you know,
exactly.
after the holidays.
This is a big opportunity to make changes.
Yeah. Norma?
Oh, the same. Tolerancia. But I think so. Paciencia.
Mucha paciencia.
Paciencia, mucha paciencia. Y perseverancia. Perseverancia in everything. And I think so in Argentina, especially, people are tolerant only for him. And all the people love him a lot. And wherever he said, for the people will follow him because he's, the Argentinian people, he's our ídolo, no? Es lo único.
He tops Maradona and Messi.
No, forget Maradona, forget Messi now.
Shakira?
No, Shakira, no. But it's the same. We are working here for how many years? And I said, many times, oh Lord, if you tell me you need to go to Philippines, my husband come to Philippines, all the family is here, is for some reason. And until now, I think so, is will be a blessing. Look him maybe on the street, hey, hello,
Yeah,
bye-bye,
so
because it's the only opportunity we have. We
to
don't
see
know,
the
no,
yeah.
to see him. But
So do you have plans? Do you know of, is the Embassy of Argentina maybe planning anything special, or are some of the communities planning something for when Pope Francis arrives? Do you know of any?
maybe,
with
maybe
the-
they said no, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's kind of difficult because we were
Yeah.
planning we were talking, for example, with my bosses, my partners at the restaurant, and we would like to take him, of course.
It would be great to have him, give him some steak,
Yeah.
Of
no?
course,
Would be
but it was really
beautiful.
difficult. And I was discussing this with the ambassador, Argentinian ambassador,
Yeah.
and he told me something that is
Maybe.
true. That now he's managing a really big thing besides being an Argentinian, right? It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
just.
That's true. It's very
Yeah.
busy. It's hard
Yeah,
enough.
it's
I mean,
very
he's also
busy.
going to Tacloban, and
Yeah.
even there he's
And
only going for a
Tacloban.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's true. As much as everybody would like a piece
Yeah.
of him,
Yeah,
very
well,
difficult.
It
no
would be
way.
nice that he takes care of people that really needs him instead of.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, for us,
this is,
it's okay to receive him.
Yes.
Of course, and
Giving to him
say
today.
hi.
Just to feel you're in the
Yeah.
same
Of course.
land mass. Yeah.
Yeah,
course.
we are happy if we can see him pass. We will be equally
Even on
so
TV.
blessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the
But if he
TV.
wants to come to the restaurant, we're not going to
It's
say
an
no.
open invitation. We hope that
Of
Pope
course.
Francis is watching.
Yes, of course.
Now, at a time for us here in the Philippines, having gone through many tragedies like the typhoons,
Yeah, so
it's very
sad, no?
uplifting for the Filipinos. For you, what do you think, for your own opinions, for him to come to the Philippines now, what do you think it is bringing to this country?
I think so. Is his humility, no? Look in this country have a lot of disastrous, natural disasters, but I think Filipina is not only the Pope love so much Filipina. What happened in Filipina a couple of years ago, and a lot of country helping your country, and we are helping your country with what we do, no, our job and our team. I think so. A lot of people love your country so much because it's very special. It's very
Thank you. We're lucky
beautiful.
to have you here.
No, I always said, no, look, I love Filipina. Maybe I have some problem with some people, but come on, I love your country.
Like anywhere in the world, no? That could happen.
No, always in every part of the world you have some problem if you are working, no?
Yes.
But in reality, the people are beautiful.
Yeah.
The team, the beautiful people.
Yeah, that's great to
Yeah,
hear.
it's
Juan?
good.
Yeah,
I think this visit of the Pope here is important. I'm going to make a comparison. Maybe it's not the proper one because, for example, when I was a teenager, we were not used in Argentina to have a lot of concerts, for example, right? So, for example, I used to be a really big fan of, Rolling Stones, for example.
yeah.
So Rolling Stones came to Buenos Aires. So this is when you say, okay, they did not forget us.
Yeah.
So let's compare with
He
this,
is a
right?
rock star.
On his world
Yes.
tour now. So
Yes.
it's like he's not forgetting about, he's trying to go to everywhere. So this is how you feel when
especially
somebody...
Asia. It's not very often that the
Exactly,
Pope comes
exactly.
to Asia.
So this is maybe what people can feel when the Pope is visiting the Philippines, that, okay, he's also coming here visit us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, being a predominantly Catholic country, we are one of the
Yes,
few in the
so-
world.
so-
it's
it's
very
important
important
for you.
Yeah.
I was so proud here the first couple of years because I'm going to the church in Cebu, no, the Santo Niño, and
yeah.
I learned a lot. And around 2 years ago, I gave to my mother in Argentina one image of the Santo Niño, and my sister have a picture in the house. And I said to my sister, Fabiana, pray, and she said, but in Argentina it's always is la imagen de la Virgen, no? La Virgen de Luján, de Buenos Aires. And then I'm going to Argentina with the imagen de Santo Niño, and it's so beautiful because I learned here about the Santo Niño, the party, what happened in Cebu every year, the music,
stories, the
the
history,
story,
the
his
culture.
history, the culture, and it's very nice, no?
Yeah, there's a lot
It's
here.
a lot strong, the Catholic.
Yeah.
It's
Now, in terms of the lessons I think we're learning from the Pope, again, let's listen to Father Luciano because he talks about one of the top lessons he thinks that we can get from Pope Francis.
Compassion, tingin ko, hindi sapat maawa, kundi kailangan may gawa. And yung point na yan, very strong sa kanya. Sa kahit sino man tao, hindi sapat na maawa, kundi konkretong dapat may gawa ka. So, makikita mo sa kanya yun sa pakikinig sa mga tao may problema o sa pagyakap sa kanila, but also sa mga programs ng simbahan. Let's say, right after Yolanda, nagpadala siya ng malaking pera from the Vatican to build this center in Palo for orphans and elderly, etc. So, hindi sapat maawa at hindi sapat magdasal para sa mga tao nangangailangan, kundi tapatan ng gawa. And I think that's the message of his visit.
All right, so he talks about compassion and how Pope Francis is really showing us through his actions what the right life or the right way of doing things is. Do you agree? What do you think the top lesson probably to be learned from Pope Francis, Juan?
Yes, I think it's all through actions, right? And for example, if we hear what the Pope is going to visit the Philippines, so it's of course it's going to be a big thing. I mean, the visit of the Pope.
Yeah.
But what we have to see is during this year, 2015, and during the following years, what's happening with people.
Yes.
It's not just a few days visit. It's
Yes.
the work starts with this visit, maybe, but we have to see then
Continues,
what's happening.
no? Yeah. Norma,
Yes.
what do you think is the biggest, lesson that you get from Pope Francis's example?
I think the young generation, the young people need to follow him.
Yeah.
And they need to understand you are here for a short time in the life. You have a short time in this beautiful world. And whatever we are doing, we need to do something for the new generations.
Yes.
And then, especially if he come here to Philippines, or he go for different countries. He was in Brazil. I think so. We need to take the best of him for us, but for long time, because will be a blessing. Will be a blessing. He come here is for one reason, and the reason is to be more the Catholic Church to be more
bring unity,
more humility, and do more for the people.
But you're right.
Not only
the youth.
Not only to be part, but what are you doing really for your people?
Well, that's it, the youth and the future now. Thank you very much for sharing all those
you.
moments now. In terms of, and if people want to understand Argentina
Thank
more,
you.
it's great to go through you. So visit, of course, the restaurant. We should have a try La Cabrera.
Yes,
but also,
of course,
you'll be
welcome.
here for another year, bringing in new things to the restaurant, no?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be here at least for 1 year.
Yeah.
So
that's a good way
happy to be here.
Good way for us to get to know Argentina more. And also for you,
Yes.
Norma, apart from your existing business, you might start a new resto bar
Yeah,
this year,
resto
no?
bar. We are planning to have maybe Única Mendoza bar and tapas and wine, Argentinian wine, but we don't like to focus only on Argentinian wines, different varietals of the liquors, but focus in our Argentinian culture. And our olive oil, and very nice place, a small place, very nice people, very nice friends.
Yeah. Well, wonderful to get some love from Argentina. Thank you for teaching us about love, mercy, and compassion.
Thank you.
And that's it for News Cafe tonight. Thanks to our guests, Norma Nolly and Chef Juan Barcos, and to Father Luciano Felloni too. I'm Mitzi Borromeo. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.